G'day team, it is Jeb here and I am back for another episode of Adventure Ready as we help you get out on our amazing Australian roads. And I have just come back from one incredible trip. For those that follow along on our journey, you would know that I just took my beautiful family, Cassie, and our newborn baby, well, not so newborn anymore, she's 4 months old, Stella, our beautiful baby girl, on a caravanning trip as we ventured up the east coast of Australia and then cut back across through the Hay Plains back to Adelaide. And there was one accessory that I have always said that I don't need inside my caravan. I've said they're a waste of space, they're a waste of time, you can't fit anything in them. Can anybody guess what it is?
Oh, a washing machine, 100%. You need a washing machine.
It's the washing machine. It is the caravan washing machine. I have not been an advocate for them. So many vans chuck them in as standard. Most of our range do too, but I've been someone that stood out there and said, look, I really don't think they're all that they're cracked up to be because you can't fit much in them. But unfortunately, I need to eat my words, and I've come back here to the dealership and I've said if there was one thing I wish I had on this trip was a washing machine inside of our Leader Expedition. I took it out, I decided not to put it in there, I had the storage space instead, and unfortunately I was left out on many occasions, not necessarily me doing the hand washing, but my wife doing the hand washing when it comes to Stella's clothes. So here I am standing here now saying I eat my words, and if I was to build my caravan again, one of the first things that I would be putting in, given the fact that I have a young 4-month-old baby, I would be putting in a washing machine. Now, I know you can't fit much in them. I'll never turn around and say that they're huge. They're not like a household washing machine. They're 3 or 4 kilos at best. However, you don't need to wash your shorts every time you're away. You don't need to wash your jumpers and your shirts every time you're away. But what you do need to wash is your underwear. It's your socks, it's your jocks, and it's the little baby clothes, it's the tea towels and things like that. So I'm here today to tell you that I'll put my hand up and say, I wish we had have had a washing machine in our Leader Expedition. Alrighty, so washing machines in the caravan industry come in all shapes and sizes. So it depends on the layout of the caravan and how it's being built as to which particular model you can fit and where you can fit it. So where we're going to start off today is the type that I would have had fitted into my 18'6". I had the smaller ensuite in the back of my caravan. It's a very similar size to this. And what I could have had done is a wall mount washing machine just like this. So again, as I've been saying for years, you can't fit much in them. And I'll say you can't. You're lucky to get this little bit of paper inside of there. However, what it is really good for is things like I said, socks and jocks and tea towels and things like that. And in our instance, baby clothes. Again, Stella is tiny. There are so many little baby clothes, and we could have fit a load of Stella's clothes in there as an absolute breeze. But unfortunately, we were left driving around towns that we didn't know, trying to find clean laundromats, not knowing exactly who had been there, because the caravan parks that we visited, now this is not a crack at caravan parks, but the caravan parks that we went to, their laundry facilities and the washing machines inside of there, they were filthy. So they had all sorts of stuff inside of them that had all sorts of things washed in them, and we weren't comfortable putting Stella's baby clothes inside of that washing machine. Mine, I wouldn't care. Wash them however you want, chuck them in the river, chuck them down the creek bed, and just give them a quick rinse out. But for our baby girl, we wanted to make sure that her stuff was nice and clean. And unfortunately, we struggled to do that with the public amenities and public laundry facilities. So I wish I had put one of these in the back of my caravan. But while we're doing this, let's just give you a look at the other size machines that are available depending on what layout caravan you choose. Okay, so that was the 3 kilogram front load wall mount washing machine that I may have fitted into my Leader Expedition had I listened to my wife. Now this one is a top load machine. So they sell this as a 3.3, the last one was a 3. So basically they say in a 3 kilo washing machine, you can get 1 to 2 pairs of men's pants, 3 to 4 shirts, or if you were doing some underwear that I spoke about, you would get kind of 10 to 12 sets of underwear in there. If you're doing baby clothes, potentially 8 to 10 little onesies and bits and pieces like that. So that gives you a bit of an idea of what you're going to fit in them. They're not a whole heap, but again, they are your own facilities and they are nice and clean as well. So again, this one here, layout dependent. So this one has the E1 ensuite inside of this Supreme Caravan, and we call this the rear tower. Okay, so we have a linen press above it. All right, so a beautiful big linen press above it, and then we have the the top load washing machine, and in underneath that is our hot water system. Okay, but our 3.3 kilo top load is available in all of the E1 ensuite layouts, and it looks exactly like this. All right, so that's a little peg basket, all right, and what that does is just stops the drum from bouncing around during transit. So it's really important that you do put that back inside of the unit before you do travel. When you're not using it, it's simple. You know, you put some detergent bottles in there or your pegs in there and walk that over. But you need to make sure, as the warning label states, that you make sure you put that back in to the drum before you travel. Okay, so this one is the biggest washing machine that we offer inside of a caravan. Now, it is brand new. For a little while, Camec stopped building the 4 kilogram washing machine throughout that COVID period, but they are back with a new innovative design here. It's a streamlined design. It looks really smick, but it does take up a fair bit of space inside of the rear cupboard of your van. So this one here is a 22-foot double door bunk van by Leader Caravans. You can also fit this into a conventional 19'6" or 21'6" van as well as having the option to upgrade to the front load machine inside of any of our E1. So if you see a top load machine, chances are, layout dependent, you'll be able to fit this particular machine in there as well. But this is 4 kilos, so you're going to get a little bit more in this one. Again, I'd be able to wash all of Stella's clothes for a week inside of there. So quite a nice big drum, and simply we're just putting our detergents and bits and pieces in the top here. So it's very, very easy to use. Again, Camec been around a long time and build a very good product. So it looks nice. I haven't got power plugged into this caravan at the moment, but if I was to touch the on button over here, this is an LCD display screen across the top, which we can go through and choose all of our settings as well. So that is our 4 kilogram, and that are the 3 options that we have in the yard at the moment here at Adelaide RV. Okay, so there we have it. When your beautiful wife tells you that you must have a washing machine in the caravan, unfortunately, you're going to have to listen to them. I resisted it for so long, and I was wrong, unfortunately, because it is very hard to do the washing out on the roads when you're going from caravan park to caravan park. So what I'm going to do in my next caravan is make sure that I listen to her and put in a washing machine. I'll more than likely go with the Camec 4 kilogram that I just showed you last, but layout dependent, you can have anything from a 3 kilo wall mount machine, which you showed you first, a top load machine, or the bottom front load machine, the 4 kilo that we just showed you here last, sitting at the bottom of your wardrobes. Guys, that's it for today. Another episode of Adventure Ready done and dusted. Today's been on washing machines. Let us know what you want to see next. Put in the comments below what you would like us to film a video on next, as we have a dedicated team here to provide you with the information that you want. Click the link below, subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our updates. Jump across to adelaiderv.com.au, have a look at our brand new website and subscribe to our newsletter to keep up to date. We look forward to helping you out next time.